Guys, welcome back to yet another review video. Today's video is sponsored by Vaporicious Vape Store. They changed my vaping experience by sending me the Profile Unity Next Mesh RTA. That's the RTA we will be having a look at today and chat about. It's loved and hated by so many. I personally love it. I love it so much I actually own 3 of them. I think the reason why a lot of people don't enjoy it is the wicking style, but I'm not going to go into that as yet. Let's quickly dive down, have a look and see what you get inside the box, and I'll do a in-depth wicking tutorial on it, the way I wick it, the way I found it works best for me, and hopefully all the other Unity owners out there that's currently struggling with leaks, dry heat, sweating, flavor will manage the wicking method I use and enjoy the Unity. I can't see any reason why anyone will not enjoy the Unity. So let's quickly dive down, let's have a look and see what we get. So welcome back, guys. Let's quickly have a look at what you get inside your Profile Unity Next Mesh RTA box. On the outside you can see a clear front, if you want to call it a front box, front display box. Excuse me, it says Profile Unity, designed by Wotofo, Mr. Just Right One. The Vaping Chronicles, Next Mesh, and then just some more branding. On the one side it says Profile Unity with some nice background. On this side is your scratch and sniff verification, your barcode, also a website link to Wotofo. On the other side is just all the contents of the box. I'm not going to go into all the contents as yet or now because I want to go through the wicking, which is actually the most important part of this review. On the other side, just Wotofo and your color of choice, which is gunmetal. On the back, again, just some more branding, your little warning here where it's made, and then all the guys that put their minds together to make this awesome Profile Unity RTA. Let's quickly dive inside. Let's take this out the way for now. Come on. Okay, so inside your little baggie, it's two little tools. It's your little moustache screwdriver and this tool here, which is very important for the Profile Unity RTA. You get a bag of accessories, extra O-rings, extra springs, which I'll explain to you just now where you can use them, some extra screws, and your little extender piece. I'll show you in a bit where you use that as well. Inside here you get a bag of extra meshes. Obviously I have been using some of them. It's your nice little OFRF mesh coils. I absolutely love them. Your Profile Unity menu or user guide. I know they actually recommend a wicking style in here right there, but I do not use this style. I do not like the way they did it, but each to its own. Everyone will find their own little way to wick it. And then a bag of cotton. There's nothing wrong with this cotton. I actually used my other Profile Unity's cotton and it's fairly good, but I prefer my Firebolt cotton. Let's quickly dive into the star of the show, the Beauty Profile Unity Next Mesh RTA. So here's your extended glass, which you'll use the chimney extender for. And this is the Profile Unity Next Mesh RTA. So I'm going to get my camera to focus a bit. So the drip tip that's on here now is not a drip tip that I actually got with it. I prefer the wider bore. The one that comes with the Profile Unity is a bit smaller on the inside. And then if you look at your top, it doesn't screw out all the way, it just turns and clicks. I don't know if you guys can hear the click, but as soon as it clicks, you can open it up. Your nice bean full holes here, nice size, nice and big. I found that you need a bottle with a smaller tip to get in there, otherwise the juice just flows all over the show. Unscrewing it, that little chimney extender you screw in here, and then you can just add your bigger glass and screw it back on. Nice airflow. You can turn it fairly easy. It's not too loose and it's not too tight, it's good enough. And then here is the deck. Let me just grab a screwdriver. There's a deck. There is a coil in here, but I will show you how to install the coil and how to do your wicking. Quickly have a look. So there's two spots there. Let me just quickly turn on my light. There's two slots on either side of the deck. The camera don't want to focus today. So yeah, there's the two little slots there, which if you look at the top part, those spots there slide into the two slots. There's your wicking wells. It's quite interesting. With all the other RTAs I'm used to, you need to fill that with wick. This you don't actually. Okay, so to remove or to insert your cotton, all you need to do, your mesh coil, all you need to do is unscrew. Don't unscrew too much because these screws are fairly short. So this little plastic thing here, I don't know if you can see, but it actually moves up and down. It's spring loaded. That's where those two little springs come in. You can change them. I actually, before I got to Unity, I asked around and I asked the guys if the springs are different stiffnesses, and they said no, it's maybe just if you wear it out. I did actually test it on my other Unity. They are different stiffnesses. So if you want to change the stiffness or the hardness of this preload or spring load, you can actually change your spring. And just at the bottom, nice little gold 10 connector there. 510 gold connector. And there's your, again, just some branding. The Vaping Chronicles, Profile Unity, Wotofo, and Mr. Just Right 1. So let me quickly screw it on a mod and I'll show you what we do with the wicking and the building. Just need to give the guys at Vape Delicious a huge shout out for my beauty. They organized me this sexy device, DNA 250C. I absolutely love it. I've never used a device like this. This is insane. Just bear in mind, if you do screw it on, don't screw it on at the bottom because this just turns and turns and turns. Grab it by the deck and screw it on. Don't screw it on too tightly because once you're done wicking, you need to take it off again and then the cotton and everything's in the way. So just put it on tight enough so you actually can get a reading when you put your coil in. Before I jump into the building, I just want to show you why the Profile Unity is so unique. Focus. So if you look there, there's your airflow slots and there's your juice slots. There's two holes there on either side and that slot there, that's where your juice comes in. So it hits the cotton from two sides, from the top and from that side. That's why the wicking on this is it needs to be on point. Otherwise you will get leakage, you will get spit back. I've actually seen guys who had a Unity for one day, wicked it, filled it up, leaked out an entire tank of juice, and then they got rid of the Unity because they didn't have the patience or they didn't have the knowledge on how to wick it. Okay, so without wasting more time, let's quickly dive into how to wick it and how to build it. Excuse me, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. My throat's still croaky. Okay, so this little tool that comes in your bag, it's what you're going to use to roll your coil. So if you get it, it's still flat. So you need to put it onto your little tool and just basically roll it to get it into the right shape. What I always do is I take it to the end of the tool here to just make sure it's nice and straight. And there you go. Just be careful when you work with the mesh coil. They're fairly soft. I actually had to redo this whole video because I damaged the one coil. It got a tear in it. So yeah, one awesome coil wasted. Okay, so to put this into your deck, open up these two little slides here. This basically just slips in there. Let me just get into the camera here. So that's what it's going to look like. Just hold on to it. Don't squeeze too tightly. Like I said, these mesh coils are very soft. Make sure it's nice and straight before you clamp it down. While you're holding it down, when you're clamping it down, because if you need to, excuse me, strum it a bit, they tend to pop out if they're not in properly. on this side as well. Just make sure that they're all nice and straight. I normally use my mesh holes there as a reference with this line here to make sure it's nice and straight. It looks fairly round, fairly decent. Let's quickly just go and when you dry fire to see if there's any hot spots or if it's firing evenly, drop it down to 14-15 watts. They heat up so quickly, you're going to burn it if you go anything above 15. Okay, so let's quickly have a look and see if we're happy with the way it's firing. I'm not too happy with that. So if you do get a fire where it's firing from one side to the other, all you do is you take a little tool, the smaller side, and you just basically rub it on the inside. Don't be too harsh on it because you will change the shape of the coil and you will damage your coil. So to me that's perfect. I mean, if you guys can see, it heats up from the center to the sides. That's it. My camera doesn't want to work with me today. Here we go. The nice thing about the mesh coils is it was just heated up and it's cool to touch. Okay, so now the most important part, the wicking. I like to use Firebolt wicks. This one's that. The lace cotton as they call it. So what you do is you take 3 pieces. You can actually use this twice. You don't need to use it all at once and then chuck the rest away. But yes, the Profile Unity does use a lot of cotton. So don't be shy when wicking it. If you're going to be shy with your cotton or you don't want to use too much, you are going to end up with a leak. You are going to end up with dry heats. Let me just quickly zoom into this. Okay, so what I do is you basically create a little triangle with them, like this. And as it is like that, you put it into your coil, pushing down on a plastic piece, like that, making sure they stay straight, and then you pull them through. As you pull them through, make sure they're still in that little triangle shape. Pull it through, bring it back a little bit. Okay, so now zoom out a little bit. So what we're going to do now, the top part, the top wick, I split and I normally just twist it together to keep it out of the way. Okay, like that. So now you're sitting with your 2 pieces at the bottom. This one we're going to cut in line with your deck here. Okay, so let me just quickly cut it. Make sure they're both the same size or same length. Do the same on this side. We are still going to cut in even more. This is just the beginner or the starting point. You can fluff this out. I know some of the other videos I saw, the guys don't fluff them out, but I found fluffing them out just works better for me, but not too much. Okay, just take off all these little fuzzies. I did try doing one where I put in the bottom ones first and then the top one. It doesn't work well. Okay, so what I do next is just put it in there. You can chuck it in there, push it in, but obviously it mustn't be too tight. Make it nice and neat. If it's too tight, pull it out and turn it out some more. This side almost looks too long. Let's just see if it will go in. Yeah, that's perfect. It's not too tight. Okay, so now we're sitting with wicks that's filling the juice wells. So all I do is I take my little scissor, push it in there, and cut it as short as I can. All you want here is just for the wicks to just fill that little hole there. mustn't fill, it must be halfway. Again guys, with the profile unity you need to take your time. You can't rush through the wicking in this. If you're going to rush, you're going to end up with dry heats, leaking, and believe me, neither one of the two you want from the profile unity. Okay, that looks alright to me. Let's do the same on the other side quickly. Get all the fuzzies out the way. So yeah, we just cut it nicely. That's nice and loose still. Okay, so now the top cotton, all you do is you cut it in line with the top part of your juice well, where you just fold it with that cotton. Cut it in line with it. It's going to be nice and short. I need to sharpen my scissors. It's nice and short. That's perfect. And on this side as well. That's it. Make sure it's even. So all you do is you basically fluff this out. I don't know if you guys can see there. You fluff it out. You can, if you want, just trim it a bit, but not too much, otherwise it's defeating the object of touching the two little juice holes that you saw in the upper deck. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see my method here. So basically what I do is I fluff it out or flare it out just so this cotton actually touches this. The way this thing works, the juice comes in from the side top here, the two holes, and it goes into the center, wicking the two at the bottom. This basically just catches the juice coming from the side, that big slot that I showed you, and also preventing it from flooding and leaking. Okay, so the juice that I will be using in here is Mad Elixirs, the Jigsaw. Like I said, this juice is phenomenal. Mr. Neville from Vaping Mad Elixirs, you knocked the ball out the park here, sir. Okay, normally what I do is I juice it. Unlock it maybe. I juice it and I just dry fire in the center until the juice goes to the sides. That way I'm not over juicing the cotton. You'll see why it's important not to over juice the cotton when you screw it into the deck. So I apologize for my camera not focusing. I don't know what's going on today. Oh, the smell of this juice is insane. Everyone who knows me, I'm a huge peanut butter juice fan. So when I saw this profile, I just had to get it. I couldn't avoid it. This juice is insane. If you guys want to get some of the juice or learn to or get to know where you can get it, I'll see if YouTube will allow me to leave a link in the description. Otherwise, just go to vapingmad.co.za. As you can see, another reason why I like Firebolt cotton. I mean, I didn't touch the side wicks. I'm just pushing it in the center, and it's actually wicking the rest of the cotton. Okay, let's put a bit in there just to save some time. Okay, let's quickly push up the watts a little bit. Now you can take it to 40, 45. Yeah, this mesh coil. Just love the sound of this. Please focus. Oh, it doesn't want to focus today. I look like a... Okay, anyway. Like I said, you can't screw the top part on while it's on the deck or on your mod. So what I normally do is I just grab somewhere with a screwdriver without damaging anything or without forming anything. I just unscrew it to a point where I can actually use the bottom part of the plate. Come on, okay. So now, if you look at the two slots there, it must line up there. So now with this wicking method, it's a bit of a hassle to get your cotton in there without misshaping or misforming it, because that's again defeating the object. When you screw your top part into your deck, if it's difficult or it gets stuck, just remove it again. Somewhere along the line, somewhere on your threads, there's cotton stuck. So basically, just screw on your top part, quickly close the airflow, and then squeeze your juice in. I normally just fill it like halfway, just to make sure that there is no leaks. You'll see sometimes when you're done doing your wicking, there's some juice stuck here. That's just because you squeezed in those little flared cotton pieces and the juice just goes into the air holes. Just wipe it off to see that there is no leaks. Hey guys, so as you can see, no leaks, no sweating. Let's quickly put it back on my mod. Let's quickly go up, and I'll give you my thoughts. Come back guys, now that we had a look at the profile unity up and close and the wicking method, let's quickly start off with a vape. I'm going to chain vape it and see if I get any dry hits. I doubt it, but let's have a look and see. I'm running it at 60 watts, it's a 0.91 build. Inside I've got a juice that knocked me off my feet. It's made by the guys at Vaping Mad called Mad Elixirs. It's a peanut butter, it's an ice cream with peanut butter, nougat and caramel. It is phenomenal. A written review will be coming up soon. Like all my followers know, I do not do juice reviews on video. I feel I can express it better, what experience I had with the juice if I write it down. So let's have a quick chain vape on it, airflow wide open. Like I said, 60 watts, 0.91 volt. Let's quickly have a look. Let's quickly push it up to 70 watts. I only noticed now my eyes are all bloodshot at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm quickly doing a review. Let's quickly vape at 70 watts. Yeah, 70 watts. Yeah, no dry hits, flavor for days. Cloud production is fairly well. I'm not into cloud chasing anymore, so for me these clouds are phenomenal. So let me give you my thoughts on a Unity RTA. First of all, when I saw the design, I thought, they're going for the Blitzen design, and I was disappointed. I thought, you know what, flavor's going to be bad. Going to get a lot of leaking or wicking on your air fill or your air slots, and that was not the case. The guys at Vaporicious showed me how to wick it first time I got it. It worked for me for about, I think it was 2 days, and I started getting dry heats. And anyone owning a Unity will know, a dry heat on a Unity, damn, that's bad. It's the worst dry heat you'll ever get in your life. There's no warning, there's no flavor disappearing like in any other RTAs. You've got full flavor, and the next vape is just a full-on dry heat to a point where you actually want to vomit. But the wicking style I just showed you now works for me. I had no dry heat so far, unless I forgot to watch my juice levels and fill it up. Flavor, like I said, is on point. No sweating on the seams. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's no sweating. Tank after tank after tank. The flavor changes. If I change flavor, like I change from one juice to another, it's about 2 or 3 vapes and the next flavor comes through and is on point as well. I also think maybe with the amount of cotton you use, you can vape it longer before you change it. The coils, I haven't changed the coils as yet. I'm still vaping on the same coil I got 3 weeks ago. So I don't know how long they will last. I'm sure it all depends on how many dry heats you get on them, but so far they work fairly well. The coils that come in the package, that's probably the first RTA that I ever got that I actually used the coil that comes in the package. It works well. Flavors on point. This is my first ever mesh RTA. I was a bit skeptical before I got it, and I must say I actually enjoy it. I think I'm full on mesh from now on. My next one is the Profile RDA. I want to measure it up to the Profile Unity RTA. Cons on excuse me, cons on the Profile Unity RTA is, the only con on this thing is, if you do not know how to wick, or you do not take your time, sit down, take your time, and wick it properly, you are gonna get dry hitch. You will get leakage. The one RTA I actually picked up, a guy bought it, he wicked it, he leaked a full tank out, and he sold it. He didn't even want to try again. So I think that's probably the only flaw I have on this RTA. There's no need for a bubble glass on it. There's no need to go and put a fat belly bubble glass with your extended glass. It's more than enough. Yes, it is thirsty on juice, but it's a mesh coil. Again, the flavor makes up for all of that. Pros on this, well, they're all pros. Flavor, cloud, the quality on the RTA itself, I love it. I'm hunting now for the blue one. It will look so nice with my custom wrap drag, with the Vaping Mad drag wrap on it. So yeah, I think this is next level. If you don't go for high-end, or you're not into high-end RTAs, I think you should definitely invest in a Unity RTA. The best cotton to use for this RTA obviously will be the Firebolt laced cotton, but I know I've had a few queries where a few guys told me they couldn't get the Firebolt laced cotton. Like I mentioned in my close-up, if you don't get the Firebolt, or you can't get the Firebolt, just take your normal cotton, whether you use cotton bacon, flash wicks, whatever cotton you use, divide it into 3 equal strips, and then just roll the tip so it can be nice and stiff, and you put it through your coil so they don't mix up, so you have 3 separate pieces. But yeah, guys, I absolutely love this RTA. Anyone who does not enjoy this RTA, please comment, email, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook me. I'll give you a personal tutorial on how to do the wicking. If you do not enjoy this RTA, I'm pretty sure you're doing something wrong. Like I said, this is the best RTA so far. And before I leave, the mod I'm using, man, this is a fat little mod. But I love it. It was sent to me by TKOE Liquid South Africa. As part of a juice review, I must do the mod review as well. That's coming up soon. But yeah, for 3 battery mod, it is a bit chunky. There's quite a few reviews out there on this mod, but I will still do a review on it. Guys, again, thank you to Vapalicious for sponsoring this video, sponsoring the RTA, making my vaping life so much better by introducing me to the Unity RTA. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, put on the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. Please let me know what you think of the video quality and the sound quality. I am busy testing a new camera, a new mic setup, so I would like to get your feedback on the quality. And also, if you got anything you want me to change, do, or add to my reviews, please comment. If you don't want to comment, I'll leave my WhatsApp number in the description. Please WhatsApp me. Contact me on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube. Please let me know what you think, if you want anything changed. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I believe we will have more videos coming up. The more subscriptions I get, or the more likes I get, there will be more stuff to review. The next product to review will be the Wasp RTA. That's also been requested quite a few times, so that's definitely the next RTA we will be having a look at. But guys, thank you so much. Have a good one, and vape on.